Welcome to the PoPolitickin show. Founded in 2008, PoPolitickin is a hip-hop meets self-help brand. With each interview, we teach the babies and share success secrets with you, the listener. Past guests of the PoPolitickin show include Yo Gotti, Currency, MC Light, BG, Dead Prez, Rashida, Project Pat, and more. We also showcase the future upcoming stars of hip-hop. Subscribe on iTunes and get automatic updates of each podcast episode.
PoPolitickin.com.
You are now politicking with Po on PoPolitickin.com.
I don't know how y'all see it, but when it comes to the children, Wu-Tang is for the children. We teach the children. You know what I mean?
Me get off focus, wondering if you knew I was born to satisfy. I can't deny, I know it's thought-provoking. Let our minds intertwine if only for one night. Pacifying insecurities. So good to see ya. Scheming on the first chance to meet ya. So I know you're not happy when I see ya. You got me so hot, I got a fever. Pleased to meet ya. Believe you got the vibe that I need ya. And I still can't help the feel I wanna knock it out and show you what this good love would be about. Breaking down your walls lately, and you've been through it all, baby. You don't wanna play these games, but these lames, they done effed it up for real. But still, pure love is all in your nature. Wanna kiss the hand that created you. Longer, so good to see ya. Scheming on the first chance to meet ya. Though I know you're not happy when I see ya. You got me so hot, I got a fever. Pleased to meet ya. Got the vibe that I need ya. And I still can't help the feel I wanna knock it out and show you what this good love and be about. Alright, yeah, yeah. Alright, alright. So good to see ya.
Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Make sure you subscribe to our podcast, like, comment, and share this interview. Now politicking with my homie Vic G. How you doing, bro?
What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm wonderful, man. So give us the meaning behind the name.
Vic G. Vic G is definitely is a victorious situation. You know, I'm trying to be victorious over all my issues and problems in my life and victorious in my business.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And what's your hometown?
My hometown, Cincinnati, Ohio, born and raised. You
So
know what I
tell us some
mean?
things about Cincinnati outsiders might not know.
Well, you know, Cincinnati, you know, is a really tough town to grow up in, really, because, you know, the one thing about Cincinnati that don't nobody know is we don't have the support system that a lot of big cities got. You know, a lot of big cities have the support of they neighborhoods pretty much, you know what I'm saying? But in Cincinnati, what makes the artists in Cincinnati a little elite is because anything coming out of Cincinnati is going to be great because it's so hard to get to the point of being recognized. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's tough. You know what I mean?
Can
So
you name some artists that came from Cincinnati? I can't even think of none.
exactly. You got DJ High Tech come out of Cincinnati. You got. I mean, you know, I got a little old school in me, so I got some Babyface and L.A. Reid to come out of Cincinnati, and then you
Okay.
got George Clinton to come out of Cincinnati. You got a lot of you know major artists that come out of Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? And you know, me, I can consider myself. You got Bootsy Collins to come out of Cincinnati, and me, I can consider myself along that list. You know, I've not I don't have all the accolades, but I've done just as much grinding as they have in this city, and I pretty much got you know the streets the streets know me. You know what I mean? As far as the R&B thing is going on, you
All
know,
right. Then speak.
I'm
I said, speaking of that, I was going to ask you about. Can you talk about your musical background? Just let us know, like, how long you been around, how long you know, how you got it started with it.
well, you know, I started when I was a young guy doing little talent shows back in the day, and you know. It groomed me to be able to be around people that work with some of the greats like you know, Bobby Brown and some of these great artists that's been out, Stevie Wonder. Some of the artists that I've been around some of their affiliates, you know, and you know, Cincinnati, man, it's not a place that if you got to travel around to you have to travel around to get the love that you really want. But in Cincinnati, to get recognized, you got to go through a lot. You know, like I said, we done a lot of talent shows, and you know what I'm saying. Then I start throwing my own shows to get recognized, and you know that's when I started to start breaking through. You know what I mean? And we started. Then I went on to go to the Apollo in New York, where you know me and my group we won some times. We won like 6 times at the Apollo.
Hmm.
And you know, so through that we obtained a independent record deal, and from that independent record deal, we got signed to RCA Records. So I got a chance to travel and get to be on tour with Tyrese and SWV and a few of these other artists that has been, you know, in the industry and making a lot of noise. And so now I'm still in the game, still doing my own thing, and I've developed a magazine to highlight my city because I figure ain't nobody gonna come and do it. Even some of the artists that come out of this city don't come back and recognize the city. So I figured I would do it a little different and go the route of shedding on Cincinnati as well as myself. You know what I mean? So
What
yeah,
was,
that's where I'm at.
what was the name of the group you was in?
My group is called Frum Tha Soul.
Hmm. Okay. And then
Yeah,
who are some of
Three
your
from the Soul.
influence? Some of your influences.
Some of my influences, you know, I like real singers, man. I don't really. It's a lot of guys out, you know, at this point, you know, that you don't really know. You don't see the masculinity in the artists, but some of my influences was masculine guys. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got the Teddy P's and the Gerald Leverts and the, you know what I'm saying, the Leverts, the LSG. You know, Eddie Levert. I like soulful singers. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much where I got influenced to do what I do. You
Is
know,
there
and then
anybody in the new school you like that's catching your eye in R&B?
yeah, it's a few of the new cats that's pretty slick. You got your boy Tank doing his thing. I like your boy uh, James. What's his name?
Luke James.
Not Luke James. It's another guy.
Ain't it O James, Botany James?
Yeah, he just did that. What is that? What is that song, man? It's a hot little guy, man. He. Dang, I'm sorry. I want to shout him out, but I can't remember how to pronounce his name. Ro James.
Oh,
Ro
Ro
James.
James, yeah.
Yeah, Ro James. He's a slick guy. I like him. You know what I mean? And those are some of the guys that's in the new school. You got your Jamie Foxx. You know, he ain't really new school, but he's in a new era where y'all know who he is. And then I can go over in the gospel realm too. Those guys. You got the Marvin Saps, and you got it's a lot of guys that influenced me and inspired me to keep doing it. Because I love the art form itself. So, I'm influenced by music itself, man. Really.
And how do you describe your music style?
I would say something along the lines of gumbo, man. Because being in the Midwest, we hear everything. We hear all. We're not really trapped into listening to one style of music. You know what I'm saying? So it's gumbo style, man. It's just a mixture of everything. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So that's how I listen to. That's where I get my vibrations from. Just mixing everything together and coming up with this.
And then if a person, like, say you just meet a new listener to your music, what would be the first song you want them to hear?
Right now, I have a song that few people is taking a liking to. It's called Miss Parker.
Yeah, I'll listen.
You
I
know,
like that too.
yeah, but I have some other stuff that's gonna be real. It's gonna be really epic. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna really really shake the world up a little bit. So I'm really happy about what's coming.
Speaking of that, what are your current projects?
Well, right now like I said, I'm focusing on this magazine, and Hood Talk magazine is the magazine, and basically that's gonna become my platform where you can actually get on Green Boy Music and log and hear the newest stuff that I got going on, and it's just it's some really wild things going on, and then we also gonna have Hood Talk TV, so you'll get a chance to. Get in touch with the conscious side, you know what I'm saying? Find out the roots and where we come from, man, So that's some of the things I want to do. I want to help enlighten people somewhat through my music, but more so through the magazine.
And describe some of your daily habits and rituals.
Some of my daily habits, well, I drink a lot of water. I don't eat a whole lot of restaurant foods or whatnot. I like to eat a lot of vegetation and fruits and vegetables. Um, just try to keep my body, you know, at its peak. You know what I mean? And just believe in myself and believe that the Most High did not make me by mistake. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely have a purpose, and I'm just living within my purpose, bro.
So, what will you feel your purpose is?
To enlighten, to enlighten and brighten the spot up. Wherever I'm at, it's gonna be a different place when I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? And that's just like I like to keep it that way. Once we get a chance to vibrate, and have a conversation together, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's real. You know what I mean?
And what are some of your interests and hobbies outside of music?
Outside of music, that's my kids, man. You know what I mean? I got 5 boys. We out here. You know, I like to spend time with them and try to show them the route and the way to go.
And where do you see your career 5 years from now?
My career, I'm definitely gonna be the boss that I am. And somewhere helping somebody else, bro. That's where I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be a rich guy somewhere, helping somebody else, giving somebody else a hand up. You know what I mean? That's where I see myself in 5 years, able to actually help somebody and change their life.
Man, how would you help them?
How would I help them? Try to guide them in the way that they can find their purpose. You know what I'm saying? And hone in on their purpose, and you know, help them to find a way to develop a business through that. You know what I mean? And that's how I go. You know, we got to make everything a business. Make it not business attitude, but make it a business. If you're good at certain things, you got to make that a business, and you have to take it serious. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm good at music,
And
so
why
I
is
make
that
it.
important?
Why is that important? Because we need to own things, man. You know what I'm saying? You're not just speaking from a perspective of yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole line of people that you should be fighting for. Your mama, your father. You know what I'm saying? Those are the important things. You know what I'm saying?
And what would you like? What advice would you give to new artists?
New artists to first get into the business. Definitely understand that this is a business. And once you understand that just because you're able to rap or sing, you know, if you don't have the right mindset, you'll end up being taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is to look at it as a business, and then you'll understand the ins and outs and the pros and cons, and then you know what I'm saying, it'll help you along the way. You know, develop your business mind.
Then what are some ways they can do that?
Well, you know, we can go as far as branding is concerned. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to brand your name. You know what I'm saying? Getting it to the point where people know about you. What blows me away is people want to make an album, and you don't really have the street cred to make an album. Nobody knows you. You know what I mean? So you have to definitely build your resume up. You know what I'm saying? And doing that, you're gonna learn the business, and you're gonna learn the fake from the phony. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna learn the real from the realness. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna learn that.
Yeah, and what are some of your favorite books?
48 Laws of Power. Um, man, you just hit me with a good one, man. It's so the list goes on, man. I follow a lot of different people coming up. You know what I mean? So you know, Farrakhan. I definitely listen to a lot of books that he put out, or read a lot of the books that he put out. Malachi Z. York. I got a lot of people that, you know, I get into, you know what I'm saying, for consciousness and just understanding. You know
What
what I'm
you reading
saying?
right now?
What I'm reading right now, I'm reading the Quran, really.
Okay.
That's pretty much what I've been going back and forth in. And, you know, everything is, you know, you just have to, you seek. Long as you're seeking knowledge, long as you're seeking it, you know, you'll somehow run into it. You know what I mean? It's just keep seeking. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't live by under no religion. Let me tell you that. I don't live up under religion. But I recognize the truths in something. You know what I mean? You know.
And why you saying you don't live by religion? Me either, but I want to see what you say why you don't.
Well, I don't live by religion because I think it was something here before religion. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I roll. I rather get back to the true essence of where we come from, and just treat each other like what we know is right and what's wrong. You know what I mean? Quit. You know, we use certain things to divide us, and I'm just gonna just do away with anything that can divide us. So because you're a Muslim and I'm a Christian, we can't talk, we can't have a conversation, we can't have a level of understanding. Because you're a Buddhist and you know what I'm saying, I'm a Catholic, we can't have a conversation, we can't, you know what I'm saying? So it's just all the foolishness that goes along with you following a certain religion. You know what I mean? So I just like to do away with all that and get back to the true essence of, you know what's right, you know what's wrong, you know how to treat people. You know what I'm saying? It's just innately in your spirit that you know when you're doing wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
So
what's your opinion on the law of attraction?
The law of attraction, I believe that you whatever you put out there, you definitely get back. You know what I'm saying? So if you speak positive energies, it's gonna come back to you. If you keep talking about death, you know what I'm saying, murder, kill, eventually it's gonna come back and haunt you. I believe belief, you know, it's not really a belief. It's just an understanding of, you know what I'm saying, the energies that you put out. That's why I try to put out positive vibes, man, because hey, I done been through a whole lot, man. You know what I mean? I done been through certain stuff that, you know, a lot of people didn't survive. You know what I mean? So I can definitely attest to me putting that out as being the positive energy that I put out there to people. You know what I'm saying? And somehow the ancestors come back and look out for me.
Yeah, I
You
mean, say
know?
I know, like I don't know about R&B, but I know in rap, you know, a lot of rappers, like, far as just what they be speaking about, then they wonder why they get shot. like, look what you rap
Exactly.
about all the time. Like, you rap about,
Exactly.
yeah, you like, nigga, come shoot me, I'm ready. Then you wonder why you get shot.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's you putting that out there. You know what I'm saying? But see, but that's how they tricking us, man. That's why I want to get back to what the root. You know what I mean? Of everything, man. It's like, you know, when we was putting music out, it was meant to. You know, I look at the ancestors, man. We don't have nothing right now to listen to that feed us, man. Other than you know what I'm saying. We got to go to other genres to get some sort of substance in the music now, man. Like, you know, it's like I want to hear something, man. I'm tired of hearing about niggas losing their girl and all that, man. We gotta. All right, what's up? What's next? You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
mean,
What
say,
else? What else is next? You know what I'm
I,
saying?
I know, like my auntie and them, they'll be like, put on soul music. Then you listen to, you know, like the Al Green and all that. Like, yeah, actually
Mm-hmm.
did something to your soul. Like, you feel better after listening to
Exactly.
that shit. But nowadays, I
Exactly.
don't know, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's my job and that's my purpose, man. It's like when when you can recognize what's wrong and you don't do nothing to change it, then you become part of the problem to me. You know what I mean? So that's why I try to change it within my music and I put positive music, not all positive. I ain't gonna just say I'm just some old guy that's, you know what I'm saying, gonna put music out and it's gonna be all positive. I like to get in, I like to get lit too. I do me. But in the same token, I know what's right and wrong, so I got to put out good stuff because I know I got sons watching me, and I want to let them hear something some intellect. Like their father just wasn't out here, you know, doing things, and you know, because that gives you a lane to do that or a right to do that. No, you can't do that. You got to go the route that Pop's putting you in. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna give you no excuse to do wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna stand strong like I'm supposed to.
And what would you like to say to your fans, people that have been supporting your career?
Fans that been supporting my career, I appreciate you and love you. You know what I'm saying, from the bottom of my heart. I hope that you continue, you know, following me in what I'm doing, and you know, I think anybody who's listening and who knows me will be completely in love with what's going on, what's coming up next. You know what I mean? So I just inspire and encourage those who do listen to me to keep listening because I got something for you.
And what's your social media?
Vic Green. You know what I'm saying? And at Facebook, Vic G 1044 on IG. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, that's just what I'm doing now, man. I'm just trying to put positive vibes out there to the world, and hopefully, I get some positive vibes back.
All right, man. I want to say thanks for coming through politicking with me.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, bro. I appreciate that, man. Giving me a voice to, you know, speak my mind, bro.
No doubt. Anything we cover you like to talk about?
I think I'm good, bro. I think you covered a broad spectrum of my mind right now. I don't even know what I gave up right now. So, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you doing that, though, man.
The PoPolitickin Show is brought to you by Audible. With over 180,000 titles to choose from, Audible is great for any continuous learner wanting to grow and expand their knowledge and insight. Go to www.audibletrial.com/POAudio and get an audiobook of your choice free with a 30-day trial. After the trial, your paid membership will begin at $14.95 per month. With your membership, you will receive 1 credit every month, good for an audiobook on Audible. Cancel before your trial ends and you will not be charged. So go to www.audibletrial.com/POAudio and download a free book by Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Napoleon Hill, Les Brown, Damon John, and more. Always remember that knowledge is power.